Pushed to his absolute limit, the Dark Knight is forced to look for help in the most unlikely of places. What'll happen next? Well, let's hop into the pages of The Batman Who Laughs issue number 3 and find out for ourselves, shall we? Alrighty then, so picking up from where the last issue left off, Commissioner Gordon has gone to meet his son, James Gordon Jr., who you'll recall was actually a serial killer. He's out now thanks to a bunch of experimental antipsychotics developed by the Wayne Foundation and a very cutting-edge new work release program. Again, also backed by Wayne, Gordon and Batman have come to James Jr. hoping that they could use his sick, demented mind to figure out what the Batman Who Laughs has planned next. Why, they even make a bunch of reference to Black Mirror, his first appearance, and how good he was at supervillain planning, so much to the point he even earned the odd respect of the Joker when they were both locked up in Arkham together. Now, Batman admittedly has a pretty hard pill for father and son to swallow, and that is, hey, stop taking your meds so you can go crazy and help save the city. And hey, speaking of going crazy, even though Batman has shot himself up with as much Joker anti-venom as he can find, he's unfortunately succumbing to the poison and going crazier and crazier himself. You can tell, what with the red eye. This is also causing him to act much more callous, much more cruel, and much more flippant with the admittedly pretty sensitive James Gordon Jr. It's at this point the Grim Knight shows up looking to collect Gordon. No, not Gordon the Jr., Gordon the Senior. You see, Batman's big last laugh protocol that he put together for the sole purpose of saving the city from some sort of biological or airborne agent didn't just work with him. It needed another person to authorize, and the only person outside Alfred that Batman trusted enough was, well, Gordon. The evil Batman are well aware of this and are ready to meet him off at the pass now, even going so far as to threaten an overhead plane filled with people if Batman doesn't make with the commish. The Grim Knight actually gets to do more talking and more interacting with Batman here than he has up until this point. He says that on his world, he made the entire city his Batcave. He fights crime 24/7 and even has a small army to help him do it, and because of that, there is no Joker, no Scarecrow, no villains, no Bruce Wayne even. Batman sadly is forced to turn over the Commissioner. Now, you might be wondering, where is the actual Batman Who Laughs while all of this is going on? Well, wouldn't you know it, he's decided to pay a trip to the Iceberg Lounge, but he's not here for the drinks. The Batman Who Laughs says on a lot of the Earths he's visited, Penguin is actually the last Batman villain standing because, well, he's more subtle than a lot of the other ones. Why, on one Earth even, Bruce Wayne was forced to turn to crime in an effort to better control it and crush the Penguin's empire from that side. That Bruce Wayne is the newest that the Batman Who Laughs has brought through the multiverse. He plans to kill him here in the Iceberg Lounge, harvest his blood, and use it as the last component in his brand new bioagent. Which, honestly, he could have done this anywhere, but, why not the Iceberg Lounge? That Batman Who Laughs is a showman, don't you know, at the end of the day. Now back over with our Batman, he and James Gordon Jr. schlep around the sewers looking for a lead, and they can't seem to find it. Worse still, Batman is slowly but surely losing his mind to the Joker Toxin, meaning that for once in his ill-begotten life, James Gordon Jr. is actually the sane one in the room. It's right around here you figure things possibly can't get any worse, but then Alfred makes a call. You will recall that the Joker was recovering from a gunshot wound in the Batcave. Well, he just kinda got himself up, dusted himself off, and now he's completely in the wind, meaning Batman has to worry about him on top of everything else. This ultimately proves to be the final straw for Bruce, who locks himself in the Batcave, figuring that, hey, if you can't beat him, join him, and that maybe the Joker was right from the beginning, and that to fight a madman, you don't go looking for help from other madmen. Oh no, you become a madman yourself. And that perhaps, just maybe, Batman will get his last laugh after all. And so that was the Batman Who Laughs issue number 3, everybody, and I gotta say, this series continues to impress. We're seeing Batman pushed and pulled in a lot of very interesting directions, and the added benefit of saying, hey, he's under the influence of Joker Toxin this whole time means Snyder and company are really free to do whatever they want to do and have it make sense. All this is building up to a really interesting idea for a confrontation between Batman and the Batman Who Laughs. Has he really embraced his dark side, or is he only pretending to? What role could the Joker possibly play now that he's in the win? Again, the sky's the limit on this one. I cannot wait to see what happens next. Ultimately, I would give this one a much-deserved 8.5 out of 10. Super excited.
Hey there everyone, it's your old pal Cape Joel again. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, why not check out some of these other videos I have available from the channel. Then you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Cape Joel, so you're always up to speed on what I'm doing next. And hey, did you know, outside just making great weekly comic videos, I'm also on several comic book podcasts, some of which are very popular. There's the Weekly Pull, which the shirt I'm wearing right now. That one goes every other Tuesday. Then there's the Elseworlds Exchange over on the Comic Pop channel. That's every Wednesday around 3 to 5, give or take. And then how could I possibly forget the Comic Multiverse, the show hosted by myself and Matt of Fortress of Solitude. That one goes live on this channel every Wednesday at 8, and also SoundCloud and iTunes later on. Be sure to check out and subscribe to those if you haven't already. I assure you, you won't be mistaken.